Akira Yamato. I tribute this top 6 list for you, buddy, and I will explain to all your famous fans around the world about my top 6 most favorite Dragon Ball Z moments of all time. And I will say this, dude, this is going to be the most hardest one of all. That's for sure. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop 1987. This is my review for today. And today, I have no review, ladies and dudes, but for today's list, ladies and dudes, I will do another top 6 list for all of you. And I will let you know is, ladies and dudes, yes, it is very true. I am a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, and I did see this anime in the year of 2001, back when I was 14 years old, when I got to get started on my 7th grade at school. Yeah, I first discovered Dragon Ball Z around the Future Trunks arc. I just saw a part where Goku is finally reunited with his family and friends after when he's in Planet Yara, do some training and all that stuff. And yeah, there was a part where Bulma got introduced Goku to Trunks. I think that's one of the scenes I did remember when I was 14 years old. And then later on, I checked out some of the parts from the Android saga and some of the arcs that came from Cell here and there. And yeah, I did check out the later on parts of Dragon Ball Z. You know, when time passes and everybody had started their brand new lives and all that stuff. It's hard for me to say. But yes, I'm still a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, even to this day. And it's one of the best anime series of all time. And now the hardest part is, what are my most favorite moments I do enjoy from this wonderful anime that I remembered from many years ago? It's hard for me to say. So anyway, ladies and dudes, I will go ahead and tell you about my top 6 most favorite Dragon Ball Z moments of all time. And like I said, this list is very, 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 over 9,000. Very darn hard for me to pick. But I'll just pick just 6. Just 6 great moments that did blow me away the most. Something that's very darn special to me, deep inside my own heart. Yeah, it's hard for me to say. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, here are my top 6 best Dragon Ball Z moments of all time. And the reason why I have to choose number 6 is because it's Benjamin Williams' most favorite number. That's for sure. And yes, ladies and dudes, I have a couple of honorable mentions on my piece of paper. Like, I like the part where Goku called Piccolo Kamikolo. I like the part where Future Trunks transformed into the Ultra Super Saiyan. You know, the part where he has big hair and he has those big muscles. I like that part very much. Also, Future Trunks killing Frieza and cutting him into pieces with his sword. I like the part where Perfect Cell had transformed back to his ugly form after when he threw up and Android 18 is out. I like the part where there was a tragic moment where Piccolo had finally killed Goku and Raditz with his Hyper Beam cannon, since that was the only time he did kill Goku for one time and one time only, and you'll never kill him again in the later on part of Dragon Ball Z, since they became buddies after all. And also Yajirobe cutting off I'm not Frieza. Strike that, reverse it. When Yajirobe had finally cut off Vegeta's tail, and Vegeta will never become ape again. And also, Cell kicking Mr. Satan out of the ring, since Mr. Satan is such a weak character. He's not a great fighter at all. He's just a mere weakling. Well, if you know the Cell saga pretty well. This is for all you fans out there who love Brian Drummond. It's over 9,000! Those are my honorable mentions of some other Dragon Ball Z moments that did not make it to the list. Now, let's head on to the top 6 best. Coming at number 6 goes to when Goku, when he finally became Super Saiyan, he's going to kick Frieza's butt. Oh, heck yeah. I love this moment so darn much that came from in the Frieza arc. When Goku finally became Super Saiyan, he's raging angry at Frieza for what he had done to Krillin, blasting himself to death. Well, yeah, Frieza just throw poor Krillin up in the air and he just blasts him to death. And it's time for Goku to give Frieza a piece of his mind. He was just outraged, angry. And the best part I love about that moment is I really want Goku to break every single bone in Frieza's body. I will love to imagine what Frieza will look like if all of his body parts is completely broken. All of his bones. I'm not sure about the head part. But I did remember the part where Goku did kick and punch. Well, let's just say he did break Frieza's back twice. One in his own leg and the other in his head. And yeah, I think my major problem with that point of that scene is, where's the part where Frieza has a broken bone in his very own back? I'm sure that'll be a big giant plot hole to the story, to tell you the truth. Yeah, that's for sure. So, Goku kicking Frieza's butt while he became Super Saiyan deserves to be at number 6. Coming at number 5 has to go to the best heartwarming moment I have ever seen in DBZ history, where Piccolo is going to give Gohan his Namek Gi. Yes, it did take place in the Cell game arc, after when Goku and Gohan have finished up the Holobolic time chamber thing, and it's time for them to change their clothes. Goku had decided to go back to the old gi that he knew and loved, his blue and orange gi. And as for Gohan, he wants a brand new type of clothing that he had never gotten yet. So he asked Piccolo nicely that he would love to have the Namek outfit. And Piccolo agrees, and he used his type of powers to give Gohan the gi. The purple outfit with cool looking cape and those brown shoes. And yes, Gohan looks superly nice in his very cool epic gi. And yeah, Goku pays his respects to his son for, having a brand new type of outfit that he had never gotten yet. It was truly the most heartwarming moment I have ever seen in DBZ history. And I gotta put that at the number 5 spot. And coming at number 4 is one of the best anime filler episodes of all time. And I'd rather call this the Big Lip Alligator episode. Something that happened one time and one time only, and it never happened again. And that's where Goku and Piccolo are going to driving school and try to get a driver's license so they could drive a car. And an interesting fun fact about that episode, this is one of the most favorite episodes that the Funimation people have ever done in their career. They love to do that episode very much, and they just go crazy for it. And I couldn't agree more. I really love that episode so darn much, and I wish it should have been canon. And also, the reason why it deserves to be a big lip alligator episode is because of two reasons. One, it's the only time that Piccolo can wear human clothing, and he'll never wear human clothing ever again. And for the second reason, it's the only time he could drive a car. You know, this is his very first time to be human for once and learn how to drive a car. But sadly, he never got his driver's license. Sad thing to say. So yeah, seeing Goku and Piccolo driving in their very own cars and trying to get a driver's license, and I wish it should have been canon, it has to go to number 4. Number 3 is something that was based by number 3, and that is when Goku became Super Saiyan 3. I love that Super Saiyan 3 form so darn much. It is one of my favorite Super Saiyan forms of all time. Seeing Goku with long, spiky hair, his face looks pretty darn smooth and matured in some ways. He has no eyebrows at all, at his very own eye side, I guess. And his voice. His voice sounds very matured. This is the only way that Goku could become a very matured character if his voice had a very different tone, and he sounds more manlier than ever. And yes, I do love the fight scene between him and Majin Buu. I think the best fight scene ever that featured Goku and Majin Buu is when Goku used Majin Buu as a punching bag. He just punched him like, I don't know how many times he did it. It was definitely one of the best fight scenes ever in DBZ history. What else I could say for the number 3 spot of seeing Goku as Super Saiyan 3? Coming at number 2 has to go the most heartbreaking moment in DBZ history. And that is where Vegeta sacrificed himself, and he sacrificed himself to protect the people that he loved. Yeah, the Final Atonement is one of the most saddest episodes of all time, and I'll never forget what Vegeta did in that episode. He had a moment with his son Trunks. He just knocked him out cold. He knocked Goten out cold. I think that's his name, Goten, the Gohan's younger brother. He had a heart-to-heart moment with Piccolo, and he'll have his final moments where he has to make his last stand and do that final attack thing. And I'll never forget when he said, "Bulma, Trunks, I do this for you. And yes, even for you, Kakarot." Definitely one of the most, well, maybe I'll say one of the most powerful, emotional moments of all time in anime history. And it's a sad shame that Vegeta had turned to stone afterwards. That's all I could say for number 2. And finally, number 1, my most favorite DBZ moment of all time. Number 1 will be insane for all of us. So for number 1, I will say this character is the best show-stealing character of all time for me. And I love the voice actor who did a well-done job playing Majin Buu for the Funimation version. And that is all the moments that feature Majin Buu. I love Majin Buu so much. He's one of the most underrated DBZ characters of all time, and that guy needs more love than ever. And I can't tell which one of the Majin Buu moments that I love the best from the Majin Buu arc? Is it his first appearance, or when he made fun of Bobby, or he turned Tabora into a cookie, or when Goku used him as a punching bag, or when he created his own house, making friends with Hercule or Mr. Satan, whichever you prefer, or having a cute little relationship with Bean, the cute little dog. Oh boy, there's too many moments that I love from Majin Buu. I will say Majin Buu is the best DBZ character who really did steal the show for me. Hard for me to pick. So all the moments that feature my man Majin Buu deserves to be my #1 most favorite DBZ moments of all time in movie. Well, strike that, reverse it. In all of DBZ history, in the anime wise, hands down. And that's my top 6 most favorite DBZ moments of all time. I hope you enjoyed this list. And I just want to wish all of you a great happy Easter. And rest in peace, Akira Yamato. Amen. So, that is it for now. I'll see you all later, and sayonara!